Good evening, everyone. We got a pretty cool show, I think, tonight. Oh, Will, you made it in time. You got, I think, a little frosting on your face from your after dinner snack there, bud. You say hi to John.
Hey, John.
How we doing, buddy?
Good.
Hey, this time we were watching the Scott Taylor stream back.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember to smile this time, because when you weren't talking, you were very serious face. You were like, "Hey, why am I so crabby?" Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, I figured you could. So we're here with John. John, can you pronounce your last name so I don't massacre it?
It's Egresits, Egresits. It's Hungarian. It's not.
Egresits. Okay, I would have pronounced the T hard, and so
yeah,
yeah.
Like EGRE and the rest is silent.
Egresits. Okay, I got it now. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Egresits.
Egresits. Boom. Nailed it. Awesome. So, John might have had one of the best weeks ever in the hobby without landing like some super duper major card. But before we get to that, Will, you want to ask some kind of our standard questions? These are Scott's questions, but
can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, man. I'm 17. I live in upstate New York. I'm about 5 hours from the city. I'm a big Jets fan, big Jets and Yankees fan. I've been a Jets fan for pretty much since I was born. My dad, he kind of brainwashed me into it, and I've been stuck with it. So, yeah, I'm a big Denzel Mims fan. I don't know if you guys know who he is. Big Denzel Mims fan. So I PC pretty much just him at this point until the Jets draft Zach Wilson. Then it's gonna be him.
That could be a little spendy.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta just spend money and savor it.
That's awesome. So earlier this week, you were on a show with Chris from Gold Line Cards Around the Hobby, and one of the longer Around the Hobby shows. I think it ran a little over an hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes. But I'm going to try and set this up a little bit and see if I can share.
Are we gonna open some?
We might. Yep. So let me hop over here. Let's do this. Maybe I can't do the thing I wanted to do here. Technology might be stifling me here. Oh, it's okay. That might not want to load the YouTube video, but at about an hour and 18 in, Chris from Buck City Breaks, and you were on with Ben from Midwest Box Breaks and T-Murph, Tyler Murphy. And Chris hops in about, almost 2 minutes ago. That had about ended the stream. And throws it out there that, hey, if you want to come to the Ohio State, you know the rest, we got you. You've had a couple days to let that settle in. I'm going to see if this will. Ooh, I think we can get it.
John, hey, for real, man. I know. I don't care who you're a fan of, man. I know Michigan's a better school than Ohio State. But if you come down here, we will pay for your school, and you get interim with us, dude. I don't want to throw it out there. Whatever. We'll pay for your college right now. Give a scholarship to Ohio State if you get it in there, accepted, whatever. So, heads up.
The faces are priceless.
Take it, man. Just do it.
You gotta say yeah.
Come down right now.
Fine.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
That's good. You're John. I thought, man, I had no idea that you were a junior in high school. We were buying into our breaks and hanging out with us in the chats. Like, I mean, you're so mature. Oh, this is some 40-year-old dude hanging out with us. Whatever. I'm 40-year-old old dude. So. Heck yeah, man. Like you have a super bright future. Good head on your shoulders. Proud of you for what it's worth. Like, you're awesome.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I mean, Chris is with.
Yeah.
John, hey, for real, man.
Oh, I'm like locked up here on my end. I'm gonna give the stream a second. I don't think it liked that I.
Yeah, sometimes it gets a little choppy sometimes. But
So we're. I can still hear you. I don't know what's going on with the chat. I don't know if we're still live.
I think it's stuck.
Yeah, it looks like we're buffering. Hey,
oh, I think it's just me for a minute, so I don't know where he went. But how we doing, chat? What we got going on? Hey, Amy, how we doing? I see John's in the chat. Yeah, I don't know where Jamie went. He just kind of logged out on me. Yeah, I'm playing solo. I'm running the rest of the show now, so if you guys want to ask me questions in the chat, you can go on ahead. So I guess we got some free time until he gets back here. Oh yeah, I'll kind of take it away from Jamie for a second. Well, Buck City Brick State's pretty nuts. I don't know if I'm going to get in Ohio State. I mean, I really hope I do. Do I like Ohio? No, I'm a Michigan fan. I'm a Michigan and Syracuse fan, but yeah, it'd be pretty fun to go into it. Oh, offensive player. Tough one. Probably Curtis Martin. Favorite offensive player is definitely Curtis Martin. Ran for almost 2,000 yards in the torn ACL. I mean, that's insane. Defensive player. I'm going to go away from the Jets here. Current Aaron Donald. I mean, he's a freak of nature. And what else we got? I don't know, maybe defense? I don't know. Maybe like Charles Woodson, maybe? I mean, he's a stud, too. I kind of hope Jamie's not texting me on Twitter because I'm on my phone and I don't want to log off and leave him with no one. So we'll just kind of see what's going on here. If one of the chat wants to do me a favor and text Jamie on Twitter, tell him I'm still here. I don't want to get off this because I don't know how to get back on. I'm not great with technology like that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, no, it's just me. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened going. But yeah, John, let me know if you started another stream. If you did, I can join into that one. It might be a little bit easier that way. So yeah, because if you did, I could do that. Oh, there's Jamie.
Woo! Guess who's back again?
Hey, I took it over for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we conked out. So it's no longer our show. Will and I are going to step away. John can fill in admirably for us. And before we got the boot, we were talking about, or we were showing the video of Chris with the announcement. And so I guess without having to give away too much, or just, I know there's probably things that I have to do. So you said you're a junior.
Yep, I am.
So you've got ACTs coming up. You've taken ACTs. Where are you?
I think we take SATs.
SAT. Okay.
I don't take them this year. I think I took a practice one this year. I think I'm gonna take mine next year. I don't know.
Okay.
Know if it's a requirement. I'm probably gonna take it though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of the next step, is figuring out what does Ohio State need as far as ACT, SAT, whichever test score that is. Independent of Ohio State, what do you want to do? What are you thinking you want to study?
It's a toss-up. I'm between business management, sports management. It's really, yeah. I've loved sports, and I'm not sure. It's either between sports management versus business management.
They both work. I'm a former marketing person in a
Or
former life. So my first job out of college was doing marketing and promotions for a radio station in Denver, which at 22 years old was pretty amazing. It paid terribly, but I got the Pepsi Center, which is now Ball Arena, opened that year. So it was brand spanking new. The Nuggets were terrible, so I get to go as many Nuggets games as possible. The Avs were still battling for Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
And those tickets were really, really hard to come by. So with that and with what you've talked about for Chris, I mean, the doors hanging out in the break studio.
Yeah.
We've all seen the behind the scenes tours of that bad boy.
It's nuts.
I think all they do is work out on the new workout thing they got. They play ping pong and then tease each other about all the different food that they bring in.
Yeah, they sent me a shirt a few years back, so I have one of their shirts. This price still fits me.
Do you play any sports?
I do. I play baseball.
Baseball. That's your love?
Yeah. I played football and basketball. I played all three together for about 10 years. I stopped playing football. I got a concussion, and it wasn't. I didn't want to do it after. And then basketball, I stopped. I was good at rebounding, good at playing defense, but I can't shoot.
Gotcha.
And baseball, yeah, baseball actually have tryouts on Monday, so that'll be interesting. But yeah,
what position do you play?
I'm a right fielder, first baseman, and I designated DH a lot.
Okay, right or left-handed hitter?
Right.
Right-handed, and you throw right as well?
Yep.
Got it. Always have to ask those questions. This one, Will, what hand do you write with?
Left.
Because everything else with his right hand is like, can't you just throw a ball left-handed, kid?
Right. You could go to the MLB.
I don't know. I thought I had a relief pitcher on my hands when he started manipulating things with his left hand when he was little, and then he gets a ball in his hand and he's throwing it right-handed. I'm like, that's not it, kid. That's not it.
Still can throw still a football, but it doesn't go far at all.
Yeah, throwing your offhand is hard. That's why you would think at some point someone that's ambidextrous could play and both. I think a couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, there was a college player that threw with both hands.
Yeah, I forgot. I know who it is too. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on. Sorry. Other John on the chat. Yes, the tonal and the bike. We get to hear all about it. That's funny. So you said you're not in breaks all the time. Do you have a favorite product?
I like Origins a lot. I'm a big Origins fan.
Okay.
I don't do a ton of baseball. I mean, I'm a big Yankee fan, so I just buy a lot of singles for them. Basketball, I don't touch. It's too much. It's just too much money. But football, my favorite would probably be Select.
Oh, and Select this year, I don't think we have a single one in our house. But watching the break, we have Select. I don't have any 2020 Select in the house. I have Select that I absolutely love, but I don't have anything new. Maybe when we go to the little, I've got one of my favorite Select cards is a Philip Lindsay tie-dye die-cut rookie card.
Okay.
That it was actually graded. I wasn't so concerned about the grade, but with those die cuts, I knew that being in a slab would help not let it get dinged up anymore.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a lot of Denzel men's cards to just drop. They're too much money right now, but I'm trying to get at least a tie-dye.
Yeah, and we're the same boat. We're big Laviska Shenault because he went to the University of Colorado, so we're big Shenault fans. Obviously, we're Bronco fans, so kind of in the same boat with Judy. Although Laviska prices on everything seem to be jumping up because of I think it's the Trevor Lawrence bump. Yeah. I think there's an anticipation of how expensive that has. Will, you need to you don't have to look at those, but think about Like food? Does he have a favorite car, a dream car?
Yeah,
Sure.
whatever you want.
What's your favorite dream car? What's
What's my dream? I don't know. Honestly, probably. I'm gonna go with everyone's answer. Probably a Lambo. I love them. I mean, maybe a Jaguar, but they're. You don't see too many. I don't see too many Jaguars anymore. I see a lot more Lambos. Lambos, Teslas, a lot of GT. So, but yeah, definitely Lambo. I think that's what
every now and then?
Is it different from it was Saturday?
Yeah.
What's your new one?
The original Ford GT.
Oh, yeah.
GT.
Okay, for old school Ford GT. That's a pretty nice choice. All right. Money's no option. You get to go out to dinner. Where are you going and what are you ordering?
Honestly, I'd probably go to one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, and I'd get some beef Wellington. So,
amazing. A good beef Wellington is hard to beat.
Yeah, I've had it a few times. In New York, you don't see it very often. So, but if I do see it on the menu, I try to get it. I mean, you rarely see it, at least up here.
What do you get down to? Do you get down to Jets games or Yankees games very often?
Yeah, I've been to 2 Jets games. Actually, I've been to 3. I've been to 2 in New York, 1 in Pittsburgh. They lost all 3 times I've seen them.
Oh,
yeah. Yankees. Actually my family. My stepmom's cousin's cousin is the general manager of the Yankees. So I took a trip there to the Yankee Stadium and I was in the press box with them.
wow.
So, yeah, I've been to a few Yankee games.
That's a pretty amazing
Best
memory.
MLB franchise and MLB history right there. So
Hey, my grandfather grew up in the Bronx. He passed in November, but he was diehard Yankee fan. And he would tell me about sneaking into Yankee Stadium and watching like Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth. And I was like, I think you're telling tall tales here. I don't even know if that's a true story. But he used to, he's one of 6 kids and he was the youngest boy. So I think he got away with quite a bit growing up. And so he was running around the Bronx and hopping in, going to Yankees games. So I myself am not necessarily a Yankees fan, but it's definitely in the blood. And I always have when I think of the Yankees, it makes me smile because I think of my grandfather. So that's definitely a good memory. Favorite
fans. So
favorite current Jet, favorite form or retired Jet,
right.
And for Zach Wilson, are you convinced it's Zach Wilson?
Okay, so current Jet, definitely Denzel Mims. I mean, they don't really even have a star player on that team right now. It's maybe Marcus May, Quinn Williams, both should have been Pro Bowlers in my opinion. They played fantastic.
Orlando was still there at then.
Yeah.
My favorite or older Jet, Rivas. I mean, locked down. Well, he did 2009. I don't think you could ever repeat a cornerback. And yeah, I think Zach Wilson's a pick. I mean, they just. I don't know. I think he's intangibles to be a good QB. I get he played in not so great competition, but he has the work ethic. His teammates loved him. I just think with Justin Fields, it's the Ohio State, or Ohio State QBs don't really translate to success. I think Steve Young was BYU, right? I mean, I think he was a
Steve Young, Jim McMahon, Ty Detmer. I mean, there's been some pretty. I mean, those are a little dated, but yeah, BYU's definitely put some dudes in the league that are pretty solid.
I think Duffer flamed out pretty fast, but what Steve Young did. So
yeah, Steve Young, he was pretty good, wasn't he?
Who?
Steve Young.
Oh yeah.
Best number 8 ever, right?
Yeah.
We like to do a numbers countdown. So
We got our little sheet here.
this one, the numbers we wanted to count down this week are. There really wasn't a ton of debate on these, so I know we kind of put you on the spot here, but we're going to go numbers 31 through 40 all time, all teams with those numbers.
I think we could all agree on.
Well, and
Except I think it's just that instead of.
so we're going to start with 31. Give John a moment to think about it in the chat if you've got it. We did a little bit of looking earlier, and it was an older player that we came up with that we kind of, when we researched, figured that out. But 32, 33, 34 were pretty easy.
Yeah. Man.
I know. I totally put you on the spot.
Was Donnie Shell? Was he 31? You remember?
I think Shell might have been 31.
Yeah, I think he was.
John Smo, come on, Steeler fan, back us up here.
Yeah. Well,
Shell 31.
I think Donnie Shell 31. I have an autograph mini. I think that's why I know.
I think you're right. I think you're right on that. So ours was a old Packers halfback,
Okay.
Which was Jim Taylor. He played with Bart Starr and Paul Horning, but I think Donnie Shell on the steel curtain is a pretty solid choice as well. Nice job being on the spot.
Yeah, he's been.
So I think everyone can agree on 32.
What do you think for 32?
I don't know. What do you got?
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. I should have known that. He was Syracuse alumni. But not 45 minutes for me.
No kidding.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
My grandpa on my mom's side, before he passed, he was a huge Browns fan. So Syracuse and Cleveland. That was the stuff.
Yep. Now 33. Maybe that's 33. Probably has a little bit of variety on.
Number 33 for good reason.
Depending on who you grew up rooting for, possibly might influence this. So we'll throw 33. There's a little debate. 34, in my mind, there is no debate. There is one number 34, and then two guys that are kind of the next tier down for that. But
Yeah.
I know 33. Tony Dorsett, right? He's 33.
That's the one that we came up with.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
The other names were like Roger Craig. And then the other one, and this was just a little too old school for me, was Sammy Baugh, also wore 33.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't he like a quarterback?
He was a quarterback, slinging Sammy Baugh, and he wore number 33. It's a pretty good nickname.
He had his hand like right here.
Oh yeah, all the old pictures where they're like jumping up in the air, and it looks like it'd be the worst possible way to throw a football, but
They're pretty good. 34.
34.
Oh, crap. Who was it? Was it Walter Payton? Was he 34?
That's who we got.
Yeah.
You do have Earl Campbell. You've got Thurman Thomas. So there's been some pretty solid. I mean, two Hall of Famers behind, arguably, in my mind, Walter Payton was the best running back ever. That's probably a heated debate. Uh-oh. I don't know what Will's running after. What'd you find? Oh, that's Thurman Thomas.
Yeah. So.
Those.
You got just tilted back a little bit. These are the old school upper deck inserts.
Yeah, my dad had a bunch of those growing up.
The old 1990 or 91?
I think it's 90.
I can't see that little writing. I don't even think he can see the little writing.
1991.
1991. Well done out of you, friend. All right, 35. This one took me a little while to settle in on 35.
I got to go one for you. Niace Williams.
Nailed it. That's who we had.
Really?
It took you a second to, like, for me, I had to think about that one a little bit. But yeah, Niace Williams, one of the best corners and safeties. Well, he was kind of one of those guys that moved later in his career to extend it, kind of the Charles Woodson style.
He was good.
So 36, if I think like 2010, 2003, like 2005, 2010 is probably.
He was he was one of the top backs in the mid 90s.
Yep, I know who it is too. I assume he played for the right? Bus.
The bus. And by the way, did you know he won a Super Bowl in his hometown of Detroit? Because I only heard that 50 times during the broadcast of that football game. I was ready to mute those guys.
Did you also know that he won a Super Bowl in his last year?
Yeah, in his very last football game.
Yeah.
I will tell you, 37 without researching, I would have absolutely struggled to come up with it. So
maybe. Really? Okay.
Yeah. Doak Walker.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with numbers. I did say numbers. I did do a little research. I'm not gonna lie. So
that's all right. Research is good. Now that you know where we're going, you're probably, you might be picking from some of the same places we were. Now 38. Mine was someone that I just remember watching the tail end of his career growing up. Could have been one of the all-time greats, but injuries caught up with him.
But I don't remember 38. To be honest with you. 38,
and it was tough. Like the Broncos had an awesome number 38 named Mike Anderson, who won Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2000 when the Broncos were just churning out 1,000-yard backs. But the one that I selected, and I didn't really give Will an option for too much research here because we didn't have as much time, was George Rogers. So he played for the Saints, and I think he wrapped up his career with the Washington football team. So
Redskins, you gotta do
Washington football team, right? So, which is funny. One of the things I wanted to share for the mail day is a Redskins relic from National Treasures that I got in a repack. 39. I might have one of these on hand. Let's see.
39.
Will, do you know a 39? I know you've got the cheat sheet in front of you.
No. Got the sheet.
Oh, Larry, was it Zonka?
Larry Zonka. So part of the undefeated Miami Dolphins team, 72.
But did not win a Super Bowl?
They did. They're the only team to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. So the Pats are the only other team.
I thought that was so after Dan Marino?
It was before Dan Marino. Hopefully Buck City Chris isn't here, but Dan Marino's nickname is Dan No Ringo. So sorry,
what
Chris.
Was
No ring.
Yeah,
he does not.
Was Bob Grease the QB?
What's that?
Bob Grease the QB?
Yes. And Norris, I think its name was Norris Weiss, actually filled in. No, that's not it. Norris Weiss was a Bronco. I'm trying to remember, but there was a quarterback that filled in because Greasy actually got hurt for part of that 72 season, and now the name is escaping me. 40? You want to let John go with 40?
Yeah. So, what's your 40?
Oh, boy.
4.54. Isn't that your 40 time?
I told you my 40-yard dash. Be pretty with that.
You had to bring it out.
Yale Sayers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the most beat up cards I own, but it was an in-person autograph about 1989. And
it is beat up?
No, the card's off center, miscut, soft corners. It'd be a 1, but the autograph's what makes that. The other one I thought was pretty interesting, or I don't think you could say the best, but one of the most impactful would have been Pat Tillman.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he just had, his legacy is, I think, even beyond what he did on the field. But he is definitely one that 40 was enough. That was one of the other ones that popped up. And one of my favorite players growing up who played for the Chargers, this is very obscure, was Gary Anderson. And he was one of these guys that could, and his Jerry curl was amazing. It was down past his shoulders. He gave the Broncos fits every year. He was like a Roger Craig where he could line up at wide receiver. He could take it to the house from the backfield. Kind of an honorable mention just because of the trouble he used to give my Broncos. So we were going to do a little bit of show and tell. I've got a little mail here that we try and go through. But I know, John, I kind of put you on the spot too with this, because you're like, man, if that was at my dad's, I got all the stuff ready for it. But I got a couple things.
So,
well, you showed me one earlier that I thought was pretty slick. Why don't you go ahead and
I'll show everyone who's watching that. I mean, I got Justin Herbert signed mini helmet. That was pretty cool. So,
what is it, Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert turned into this. So I pulled a Herbert Optic Silver.
Nice.
And was going to send it off for grading, and then days after is when PSA shut down. So I don't know if that was a blessing. No, it was going to go to PSA. So when I sold it, this one just came in today.
Ooh, was that Elway? Look at that. Is that Topps?
Topps 2012.
I miss Topps.
I do too. I wish there was a little more competition for the licenses. I think that all the way around, I think they get. I would love to see Upper Deck back doing basketball. I'd like to see. I feel like Topps and Panini just kind of rest on their laurels with some stuff, and it's a little frustrating with.
They don't try.
No, because they know we're gluttons and we're just going to keep coming back and.
Right.
In theory, the redemption program is, it's just kind of silly, but here we are. Yeah, Amy, I figured you might like that one. That's actually my first. I have a signed Elway football that Will now has in his room from when I was a kid.
You're going to bring it to the Hall of Fame.
I don't know about that. We're going to have plenty of stuff.
No, so Peyton Manning could
sign that, maybe. So that's actually my first, like Elway card or anything with an autograph, and he's out there signing quite a bit. But here's the one that, so Frank Formica, Frank the Plumber on Twitter, he did some repacks, and they were pretty decent. That one, I'm not a huge RG3 guy, but you can't tell on screen. The patch is really dirty, and I'm not a relic guy, but if it's game worn and dirty,
gotta get it.
I like them. So that was in his repack.
Another one is
this is pretty cool. This is a die cut Nuke Hopkins rookie card out of Topps Chrome.
Nice.
So I wasn't collecting during that time. So some of this stuff, I don't even have any of these guys. So having a DeAndre Hopkins rookie to me is pretty cool.
What if you had one of the ones that were like this big?
Yeah.
Tommy has one of those.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the repack was cool. We had there was a Cam Akers.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to have a great year next year. I know Tani Pink Gold Cup. So I was pretty happy, and there was a bunch of people that got stuff from that one wasn't in there. That was something I bought. Again, I'm a big Chenault dude, so I've been trying to pick up his optic stuff. And even though this is a retail one, I think this is the Blue Hyper.
I have the men's one of that.
Oh, for the team colors and just the look of the card, it's pretty fantastic.
I want to see if it's numbered.
I don't believe it's numbered. There is a retail one, so I don't think any of those were numbered. And this one I've been sitting on for quite a while because I haven't even posted a. So I'm a big fan of when the big uglies get their. Get a card. So, and this one's cool. Dalton Reisner is a Colorado kid. He played college ball at Kansas State, but then to get drafted in the second round by the Broncos. It's actually, he was in Locke's class. So this is a rookie card, but he had been playing. But the big uglies never get their due. And then the buddy that sent them. I got two kickers in here. I thought that was pretty funny. Jim Turner, who actually I believe used to play for the Jets as well. Yep, he did. He played 64 through 70, so he would have been on the Super Bowl team.
I probably was autographed on my picture though.
Yeah.
Dad,
And
do we
then
open a few of these?
Jason Elam
Yep, Disney.
and Bronco Ring of Famer, excuse me, Billy Thompson, who was a great. If the Broncos had won Super Bowls, they would have 3 or 4 guys from that Orange Crush defense, but the Steelers were able to get all their guys in. But Randy Gradishar, who played middle linebacker, and Billy Thompson and Louis Wright should also be. Amy knows what I'm talking about. I don't know, Amy. You save your Cam Akers stuff. I think he's going to be good. I think he's a better option than Darrell Henderson. I think Henderson's a good change of pace back, but he was really playing well at the end of the year. He had a great playoff game too. So I think that if you're a Cam Akers person, to hold on to him. Now, this is coming from a family that sold a Cam Akers 101 because I didn't pull it. My son, his older brother, Panini, sent us a care package. Yes, I agree. Having Matt Stafford, I think, is going to make Cam Akers even better as well. I think that you have someone who is going to give those shorter throws some more space. They've got to respect Stafford's arm. Mike, that's a great point. All right. Will wants to rip. So in our house, it's hard to find retail. So we've got some 1990-91 hoops basketball. So we're Jordan hunting. We've opened maybe half the box and got one, I think. Is that right? More Jordan?
Like more than half is left.
Oh, more than half the box is left. Yes, but we've only pulled
one Jordan and a lot of
Larry Bird. That's not all bad. Do you have a basketball team, John?
Next.
Knickerbockers.
Yeah.
There you go. We've pulled some Akeem, Robert Parrish. So we pulled a whole bunch of Patrick Ewing out of here.
Yeah. One of the best next.
You always gotta keep in mind that there's like at least one coach in each pack.
Yeah.
I don't miss coaches being part of the sets anymore. Frank, I mean, it is cool. I will say, contenders this year, I got a Mike Shanahan autograph, so that was pretty cool. But go for it.
They had years ago.
Yeah, like Bill Parcells would be pretty cool. I think, depending on who your team is, you're going to get the coaches that you like. Willie Burton,
Terry Catledge,
Suns.
Oh,
there
Dennis Rodman. That's on the.
And look at the next. So we got that one. Now show John the next card. That one's pretty cool. You have Pippen and.
Nice.
Let's set that one aside.
Got the Heat.
The Heat when they were terrible. We were opening these a few weeks ago, and
wasn't the Jazz pretty good?
Yeah, Jazz. They had Stockton Malone, and Will was pronouncing him. He kind of hates me telling this story, but it's on our channel. And he got Manute Bol and slightly mispronounced Manute, and I won't. You guys have seen it.
The Nets.
The Nets. Now they're Brooklyn. They're not even New Jersey anymore. Give me a pack.
Let me guess. You said, right?
What's that?
We say manure, like manure ball.
Mantoot. Mantoot Bol. He kind of flipped the letters around. So
I did.
You corrected yourself, but the first one, check the tape. The tape's out on the internet, buddy.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
All right, let's see if we can pull a Hall of Famer out of here. Yep. Karl Malone. Now, I will admittedly say he is one of my absolutely least favorite. I apologize if I'm offending anyone. I think he's a total dirtbag. So there, it's on record.
Yes, but it's great. His game was amazing.
He was a phenomenal player. I don't much care for
what he did after.
That's just cool. Got Jordan and Pippen, Phil Jackson, Horace Grant.
I hate Phil Jackson for he did do
that.
Offense.
My former PE teacher. No, wait, that's just Kurt Rambis.
Hey, Kurt Rambis too. He was also coaching the Knicks.
Did he coach the Knicks too?
Yeah, he was the interim coach, I think, when was it Fisher? It was when Fisher left.
Okay.
Mr. Glasses should be his name.
Yeah. No, he was like the rec spec guy. Oh, and people hated playing against him. You can't see it on here. He's rocking a full sweater. Randy Brewer's just furry as all can be on there. So, man, we're still struggling, Will. I think we'll have to try our luck next time for some MJ stuff.
I mean, we still got that Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, it's right.
It's right here.
Hey, nothing wrong with the Worm.
The Worm's awesome. I loved watching him play. Well, John, we're so appreciative that you hopped on and joined us. We wanted to kind of shine the light on the good things that are going on. And I mentioned in my tweet today, this is beyond the hobby. This is people in the hobby doing something for someone in the hobby, but it transcends card collecting. The relationships we've formed and the people we get to know is because we collect. But, knowing that Chris, Adam, Marcus, and Hoover over there, it doesn't surprise me, but it's awesome. So I'm excited to follow this journey, and we're wholeheartedly rooting for you and all of this, and it's awesome, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
What a fantastic opportunity. I think you had a family member hop in here a little bit ago.
No, I'm sure I did. I had two of them actually. Looks like. Let's see. I had two of them.
Yeah. So I know they're proud of you, and I think that's kind of the important stuff. Knowing how proud your family can be of you. So we are too. We've never formally met. We've never shook hands, but I'm proud because that speaks volumes of you. Yes, you want to. Will's got a plug. We got to get this in at the end of every show because he needs to talk about his YouTube channel.
So I have a YouTube channel where we go on we like video on our trips. So we got a new video out about like last week, and we're working on another one.
Yep, they got a river rafting video. So 501 Adventures.
Can't spoil the next video though.
Can you tease it? Can you say from where it's going to be?
So it's going to be from our second trip to Florida.
Okay, so we got another Florida trip. So it's cool. They do all the work. They put the videos together. They voice them over themselves. So it's the three of them. Will's 9, Quentin's 11, and Vincent's 13. Are you gonna try and share it?
No, I just so you guys are gonna be getting another follower.
Well, and we also have a deal if they can get to 100 followers, that they'll be able to get another monitor.
Oh.
Now they're paying for it, so we have to keep. Can you click on it? There we go.
Now can I get the link?
I can share. I'll share the screen so everyone that's still left can see this real quick. I really love that Will's reminds me every time. Hey, we got to plug 501 Adventures. So there's some of the videos we have. This was a rafting trip last summer.
Yep.
Amazing hike that we took near Breckenridge, and you can kind of see some of the other ones that are on there. And this is all sponsored by my wife's side gig, which is her travel company. So we appreciate any support. I know the boys do. So anyone that would like to shoot them a subscription be greatly appreciated.
Yep. Well, I shot you guys one, so
appreciate it, John. John, you're a rock star. It's good to put a name to the face. I did figure out that you were a little younger before Chris. I'd say probably over the summer. I was like, okay, you said something, and you're like, no. So I did think for a while that you were closer to our age group, but I was a little wiser to it before Chris picked up on it.
Some people follow me. So no, I'm 17.
That's good. That means you carry yourself well.
I try. Like I said before we started, we went live. I mean, the hobby is just a big family. You got to treat everyone with respect, and I just got to keep at it.
Amen to that. I'm a teacher, so I tell my kids, I said, if we've got respect in the room, we're gonna have an awesome time. The only times I get fired up and upset is when someone's being disrespectful to someone else, whether that's a classmate or to me. That's when the problems happen. And trying to instill a level of respect is so important. It's earned. You don't just get it. You can't be a jerk and get a bunch of respect, right, Will? Where are you going? What's the matter with your chair? Oh, okay. So anyway, I just keep doing what you're doing. Keep plugging away. You've definitely got an advocate in your corner. So you need anything, let us know.
I will, for sure. I appreciate it.
Do you need to give us a JETS, Jets before you go?
Want me to do it? I can do it.
Let's do it.
JETS, Jets.
Right on. I hope the draft goes swimmingly for you. I hope the cost of jets and breaks and singles and all that doesn't go too astronomical for you. Wish you well. Last year, I wanted the Broncos, and I think I was saved from myself because the Drew Lock hype priced me out of everything. Yeah. And I think I may have dodged a bullet on that. I still think he can do okay, but I'm glad I didn't dump a bunch of money into him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a Buck Cities first. Whenever the new draft class comes out, I'll try to be the first one on there for the Jets. But
I thought Luminance checklist sort of came out. I don't know how they did that yet, but
I can't do Luminance. I don't like.
I love the photography on Luminance. Yeah. I love the full bleed, but I don't necessarily love the autographs. Although last year's Luminance, because of Lavishka in a CU uniform, and there were a bunch of on-card stuff. I did dig that. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
John, thank you, sir. Have a fantastic evening. We're very appreciative. I know you're 17. It's not that late yet out there, so.
Going to bed at like midnight.
Take care of what you need to take care of tonight.
I will. Don't you guys worry about it.
Good chatting with you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Peace. Thank you for having me.
You bet.
Peace, guys.